Hello, everybody. Welcome to Uncommon Analysis. Well, let's just start with this.
Let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes,
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
yes.
Well, not so much. As you probably know, Hunter Biden was convicted of some tax fraud um, issues and some gun control violations, both of which are kind of comical if you think about it, since these are Democrats, right? Paying your taxes and everybody has to pay their fair share. And here's a son of the United States president, didn't pay his taxes, and they're all about gun control anytime some kind of gun violence happens. Yet, here's the son of the president caught breaking the laws about gun control as well. So, pretty bad optics all around, honestly, but it'll be ignored, and it was largely ignored. I mean, it played at the press, but for the most part, it was kind of like, hey, all right, it was a secondary story. But probably the most ridiculous thing of all this is that, yes, President Biden issued a pardon for his son. No one should be surprised by this. President Biden is a weak, weak man. He just is. Hunter Biden is in the position he is in because he has had a powerful parent who has bailed him out multiple times. Hunter Biden is a grifter. He's made millions that he didn't deserve just off his parents' father's name, selling access. Yes, Donald Trump was 100% right when he claimed Hunter Biden made millions off China and the Ukraine in the 2020 debate. It was a fact. It was true. Biden lied through his teeth, and the media let him get away with it because Trump must lose. Orange man bad. Well, let's get a little more backstory. So, Hunter gets put on trial or gets charged. And of course, the Justice Department, people within the justice system, try to give him the most sweetheart plea deal you've ever heard of for his crimes. You and I would never see this plea deal. A plea deal that was so outrageous that even the judge threw it out and said, no, you're not walking on this, buddy. You're going to face trial. You're not going to, you can, this plea deal is so ridiculous, we're not going to let it stand. So that's some of the backstory. Yet, throughout all this, Joe Biden, in his pardon, has the gall to say raw politics has infected the process and has led to a miscarriage of justice. Once I made this decision this weekend, blah, blah, blah. So basically, he's saying his son, Hunter, is the victim here. Let me be clear, folks. Hunter is no victim. Okay? You could certainly take a political angle on this, but Hunter is just been a douchebag of a human being. He has done so many things. I don't want to get into it all. But his father has bailed him out. And because his father perpetually bails him out, he just keeps getting in more and more trouble. And this is just another example. And why does his father bail him out? Because his father is a weak man. Don't get me wrong, I understand the desire to protect your family. I understand the desire to protect your children. I understand it. I do. But Hunter Biden is 53 or 54 years old. He's not a child. Okay? He may be Joe Biden's son, but he's not a child and hasn't been for decades. And because his daddy has power and wealth, and because Hunter has sold Access and his daddy's name to make himself very rich, even to this day, he's still doing it. What's he doing now? He makes art and sells it for hundreds of thousands of dollars a copy, right? Because the big donors to his dad and the people who want access to his dad will happily pay it to keep access. It's grift. It's grift. It's the swamp at its finest. Okay, the second thing I want to go to though is that this pardon, even if you can understand it from a parental standpoint, from a fraternal standpoint, not fraternal, sorry, from a parental standpoint, goes far beyond pardoning Hunter of the crimes he's been convicted of. This pardon is a blanket pardon for about 10 years, saying anything Hunter did ever as a violation of the federal laws in a 10-year period has been forgiven. Now, I don't know about the legality of that, and this pardon has already been challenged in court by the people prosecuting him on these cases already. But that type of pardon, that blanket pardon, is not about protecting his son. That's about protecting the graft and corruption that surrounds the entire Biden family. That's what this is about, and that's why this was done. I know that, oh, it's his son, and I understand Mr. Biden has lost children. He lost a daughter at a very young age with his first wife, which, by the way, Biden lied about and continues to lie about that incident for political gain and has for years because, again, he is not an honorable man. I don't care how much they told you in the 2020 election cycle. Biden was this honorable, decent man. He's not. He's not. He is not. He is a weak, weak, corrupt individual. And I understand he lost a son. By all accounts, his other son was a stand-up guy. Marine, successful, unfortunately caught cancer and died. So I understand it that he wants to protect his son. I get it. But please, Hunter was no victim here. And this blanket pardon is about protecting the Biden family as a whole and the corruption around them, not simply protecting Hunter Biden. If you fell for Biden saying he was not going to corrupt, not going to pardon his son, well, it kind of probably explains why you voted for him, because you have to be a gullible fool. No one, I don't think anybody with a frontal lobe that worked remotely understands Joe Biden believed for 1 second he wasn't going to pardon or commute the sentence of Hunter. Not for one solitary second. This is who he is. He is a weak, 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 sad man. And his weakness is part of the reason, I believe, Hunter has found himself in this lifelong struggle of problems. Because every time he's gotten in trouble, Daddy has bailed him out. This is not an uncommon thing. It is seen again and again, and Hunter's just another person of it. For Hunter's sake, I hope he does clean up his act. I hope he does become a productive member of society and do something with his life that isn't just, oh yeah, I'm going to take cash from people because of my name. I doubt it, but I hope for his sake that it happens. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say about that one. Have a great day, and I am out.